I thought you all could use an update. I'm all excited. The 30 amp charge controller is arriving today, and what this big god-awful pile of, sorry about the shaking of the camera, that big huge pile here is, some of you might recognize this. This is a special kind of adapter I had to spend to get this to fit the ready wired or ready solar. It's just a fancy word they use for basically hooking up a 7-volt little breaker that comes inside just to tidy up some wiring for everybody. It's solar ready, excuse me, that's the word I was looking for. And this is a Northlight Ultra or Ultra Light, something like that camper. It's supposed to be a 2021, but so this is the little adapter here. I want to make sure I do the polarities the correct direction. I have to check too, because I'm not sure if the new setup now only has this one little bump on it and then it will only go one direction, but some of these might be reversed too, because I did notice that when I was hooking these up. You know, you'd think, you know, red positive, black negative, right? But we're going to have to mark these, because then you get down here, and what I did is I bought the 4-splitter. I don't know if some of you have experience with these 4-splitters, but I did that, and then look, see, then it goes to red, which is kind of wacky, because it goes from black to red, but it's because they reverse, and you need to be able to hook them up the correct direction. And then the other end of these have a couple plugs here, so you can basically, whatever length you're going to need, then you can cut and split it and then use these for the other ends of the plug. I'm just not very experienced working with this type. I usually use the Harbor Freight panels that are already pre-installed. This is definitely a much heavier wire, so I'm hoping that this RV is a 30 amp system, so it's right over here. Oops, sorry. We're doing laundry today. I've got laundry going, but this is the actual panel that I use here in this one. It's a 30 amp. You can see there's 30 there. Most of these are 20s, and then some 15s and a 20 in there. And yeah, it even has a built-in vac for those that might have seen my older videos. But I just want to give you a quick update. The 30 amp charge controller is coming today. I know this plug only goes to, it's only set up for 10 amps, and then inside you've got one of your little spark plugs there. I like to call it, I know it's got a different name, but it's only set for 7 amps, so it may only trickle in. If I had the money, I would get 2 deep cell batteries, 24 volt, you know, 12 and 12, and then I wouldn't have to worry so much. I have 400 watts of solar coming. They're the flexible panels. Some might ask, well, Dr. Fox, is it poly or mono? And yeah, there's pros and cons of both. I think I ordered mono only because there's that slight little extra option on it. I know there's pros and cons for both. I had a couple extra splitters that came into. I'm going to be using those, I hope, on my truck. I want to put a small solar on my truck someday. If I don't know if I will. These are all the brackets for the solar panels I'm waiting to come in. So the brackets, the pieces are trickling in, and I just want to give you all sort of a part one, kind of where we're at with the solar thing. And I wanted to give you all, and we're going to be, while I can still plug in, I'm going to play the little Boondock game for a little while and kind of see. I've done the math, but we know that when you do math on paper and then you apply it to real world, it doesn't always add up, no pun intended. So you know, if done correctly. So I want to make sure the polarities go the right direction. You know, when hopefully they're going to be able to come over this week and help us hook that up. And then, like I said, I got the charge controller coming today. The panel should be arriving Monday coming up. So I'm hoping we get this up and running within the next week or so, if it doesn't cause me too many troubles. I'm weary, and I know how things kind of go, and I'm just a little weary that I may not be able to get these hooked up because of A, B, C, D, and F, if you follow my meaning. So we're hoping. I just wanted to share with you all kind of a quick part 1 update where we were at, and also with the solar. So I'm excited I was able to find that. There is probably a slight cheaper option on eBay that they had, but this was already, I like them when they're pre-wired for me. Already helps save. I'm just not very good soldering, so I just prefer not to, if at all possible. You know, obviously if it came to it. I have soldered a few things before. I'm just not very good with it, and I know they say, you know, experience. Yeah. Anyway, long story. But with that, we're going to kind of wrap this up. I just wanted to kind of show everybody the positive and negative cables we picked up. So there's a lot here because, like I said, it's 4 panels. These are 4 splitters. So you put half of red and half of black on the other, and then they'll eventually go to them. And then we just have to make sure that they're. I'm going to be putting little. I hope I can pick up that red tape so you'll know which one's positive. You know, even though sometimes these things, like I said, the polarity's opposite. Even you'd think, well, red's positive and black's negative. It doesn't always match up that way. And sometimes you have to flip things around. So anyway, I just share with that all of you, and I will talk to you all soon again. Take 2 pieces to assemble a solar panel. Call me in the morning. And once again, yeah, we will see you later.